Hello YouTube friends and welcome to my channel. In this video I want to share with you another preview or presentation of a Warhammer 40,000 lore inspired book. This is from the series of the Infantryman's Imperial Infantryman's handbooks, or the previous books that I featured in my channel, which was the Infantryman's Uplifting Primer. So this is a long-going series of books. It is just because the nature of things, these are highly collectible books. They are really hard to get. Sometimes they pop up on eBay and they command a really high price. So it is always good to take your time and just maybe search for auctions, and yes, generally take your time and wait for a good price. Okay, so in this video I will be talking about the brown book, or the Imperial Infantryman's handbook, which is the last from the series, and I will be talking about comparisons between the other ones. Just to give you quick information, so this book is a combination in which it has the two previous versions, or two books combined together, and that is the Infantryman's Uplifting Primer and the Imperial Munitorum manual. So this book was firstly published in 2012. The previous two books are from 2003 and 2007. So a couple of years went by. It also has a really nice thickness compared between these two. As you can see, yes, basically these two books are included in this one. So the brown book, how I call it, has 192 pages. The dimensions are 85 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 2 centimeters. It has a really nice to the touch canvas binding with a brown shade, brown color. Features gilded embossed lettering and the Black Library logo right there. It is printed out on these nice white pages. The first part is the Imperial Monitor manual, like I told you. Here are also all the information about the book. If you like, you can pause it and check it out. And then we have the content. So this is the same content like in the previous book that I showed you here on my channel, and it goes up to this part here. So you have all the fill out forms for if you are a guardsman, so you can issue your gear, and it ends with this picture of Lord Commander Solar Macarius. Then we are continuing with the Imperial Uplifting Primer. In this portion here you have different kinds of strategies, weapons, insignia rankings, medals, how to disassemble a lead rifle. Basically everything what a guardsman would need to know to be somewhat efficient in the battlefield. And then we come to this part, which ends with this: a look to the Emperor, and he will provide a picture right here, the Emperor pictured with angel wings, which is not accurate, of course. And it will end on the page 175 to 176, including the picture here. Then this is the last prime, and this is the Uplifting Primer, or all the prayers and litanies. So there you can browse and find some inspirational speeches, and then it will end with this picture here, which is Fury and Fate will bless the fire, and then here are the prayers for the soldier, and the litanies, of course. And also ends with the "We Live to Serve" picture right here, and that is your 192 pages. So now let us talk about the series, because we are finally in the end game. So for me, with the collecting, so like I mentioned, there are 4 books in total. So we have here the Imperial Infantryman's Uplifting Primer. This is the second version. So the first version is also called the Black Book, and it is also the grail of the collection, because it was the first issue, and it's hardest to find. And you can find them on eBay. They are still up there, but yeah, they cost really high price. So if I can recommend, if you're searching for the Black Book, then maybe send the offer to some of those who have them on eBay. Maybe they will go lower, and if not, then just wait and find one for a good price, because yeah. But this is the Damocles Gold edition. So this is the second edition of the Uplifting Infantryman Uplifting Primer. Then they released the Munitorum manual, which was 2007, and then they combined it and released the Infantryman's Handbook, which nicely composes of these two. So now let's jump. So I mentioned this is 2012. So now let's jump to 2020, or no, 2019. Black Library decided to issue a re-edition. I must say, hands down, a great thing to do, because the current fan base has to have something like this, and it is a great addition to the lore and to the game, of course, to have something like this in your possession if you are someone who collecting memorabilia or Warhammer stuff in general, because these, of course, can be still found. I don't know how many of them were made, but they are still really expensive. Probably the least expensive is the Damocles Gold, the second edition. Don't know why. If you would like to buy some, then you can probably go on eBay and pick one for $60-70, maybe a little bit more. But if you don't care about these collector's editions, then let's put this aside. And here is this book. So this book is still somewhat available online, but Games Workshop, which owns Black Library, did something really interesting. Probably because when they announced this book, there was no mention that it is a limited edition or it will be out for just a certain time period, or if they just made a few of them. No information whatsoever. This book dropped with one of the Siege of Terra's limited edition book once, so it went under the radar. For myself, I have not buy it back then, which was a mistake, of course. And when I did write to one of my resellers that if they will have the book back in stock, that they told me that yes, it should be a regular production book, but they never got any second batch of them. So yeah, it was a limited edition in so sneaky way. But what they did, probably not even real later, I suggest do the high demand. They released the reprint or the next edition, which are the same, and yes, just another cover. So this is great. These books are rather available on eBay from $25 to I don't know $100, depending on the country and the stock, of course. So if you like to own something like that, then jump on eBay and search for them, and you will find lots of them. So basically, this combines everything in a larger format. Maybe not with a nice canvas binding, and I must say a larger re-edition. You can see right here, but you will find everything, all the litanies, all the prayers, of course, the artwork, and for a fraction of a price that you would pay for these original ones. Okay, so, and yes, when the time comes and I find the final one, I will be making another video, and then at the end there will be a complete collection that I can have in my library. Okay, so if you have any questions, please leave comments down below. I'm more than happy to reply as soon as I can. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. If you are not, then please consider subscribing. I try to release at least 3 videos per week, mostly knife and gear oriented, but sometimes also stuff that it's from my other hobbies, like Warhammer, of course, and so on. So wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you soon. Bye.